Okay, so to make this change for the video, to add it to the home page, which is what we want to do first. So we'll go to pages, and then first thing you need to kind of do is see what makes, like, where it makes sense to add it. This is a more challenging change for you guys just to throw in on a page. So because we have it formatted a specific way to where it looks appealing. So what I think we will do, and you guys can change it if you don't like where it is, we're going to go to the home page, and then I think I'm just going to put it here under our ministries, so it'll be in this blue section, and I am just going to add media, insert into page, so it's going to be there, and give it a bit of a heading. So because the default way for this text to pull up is going to be like this with the blue and that, but we need it to be white text because it's on the blue. So one thing I do to cheat is, we want the white text, so I'm going to take this and move it below or above the video and Easter video, and then add all of these things to it. And this is more complicated, which is why this kind of change is just complicated. So back on the visual side, so now we're going to have that kind of look the same. That way we don't have to add, because otherwise we would need to add a new section of blue somewhere and change all of these. So I think this will be the easiest way. We'll see preview changes, see how that looks. Yeah, so it's just there on your home page in the blue section. So I think that's where we will leave it. You're more than welcome to add it somewhere else. I will show you on adding it to the ministry page how to add sections. So if you decide you want to change it that way, you can just copy that and like replicate what I'm doing there. But this is where I think I played around with a couple options, and I think that's going to be the best place for it. Update that page, and then I'm going to exit out of that, and then I've made all of my changes. Update just to make sure. So now we want to add it to the ministries page. So now let's go look at the ministries page. So you guys have it here on this Easter video. This is just a name. So like it isn't showing, it's not pointing anywhere. So if you click it, like it's just going to take you here. It's not set up to go anywhere. So these are set up specifically half sizes. This is all one page, so they're different page sections. We have separations, and so all of these already have pairs. So in order to move this, we need to already change this. So let's go back. This is how it was originally, so we can see what it would have looked like from the beginning. Where is Sisters Ministry? So put it back to how it was. So this is full width. So we don't want to move all of these around because it's already set up how it needs to be set up. So we're going to have to add it down here by Sisters Ministry, which we will need to, so that way we'll have to change both sections for that. So here's the back side of your Ministries tab, and here are all of your sections. So here's your Sunday school small groups, etc. So we're going to scroll to the very bottom. Here's where Sisters Ministry is, and I want it to go before this because that's where it has, you have it here. It could go after either one, it doesn't really matter. So we're going to, let's see if we can just do add a row. So we've added it before Sisters Ministry, but now, so you see how this is the width of the page section. All of these up here are 50%. So we need to make these two 50%, so it'll only be half the size. And similar to how we did the front page, we're gonna we'll format it the same way. But this is all white, so it's not as complicated. Easter video. We want this to be an H1, I believe. Yeah, heading 1, just so it looks consistent. And then add media, insert into page. And then we will preview that to see how it looks before we change it, so everything won't get messed up if it doesn't look right. And see, it doesn't look right. So we need to figure out, did I not change? So it's like, maybe I didn't change this to 50%. Where is it? I did change it to 50%. No, I didn't. I changed the title. So I want that to be Easter video and change this here to 50% because the other one was not how we did it. Now preview. Scroll to the bottom and there you have that. So there, that way it looks nice, you can still see it, you can move it to full screen and then play it right directly from there, which is what you guys want. So now the issue of the menu comes up. So we're going to go, we like how this looks, update it. But there's another change. So whenever we make this menu, this is telling it to go somewhere. So when you just add this name, Easter video, it's not telling it to go anywhere. So we need to give it a direction. So we're going to, so this is how we want it, but you have to go to the Advanced tab in the menu link. So this is what so here for Sisters Ministry, on the back side we have Sisters Ministry as the menu link, so I'll show you that in a minute. So we're going to do, I'm just going to do Easter and then save it again. And then we will go to our menu. Keeps telling me this. I know I've saved it, but I just don't want to accidentally lose something, so that's why I keep going back and hitting that. I'm not doing it again though. Menu, leave. So here, all of these have, you'll note, so you just have it here as a page. These aren't pages. These are part of a page. These are page sections. So we just need to have this. I'm actually just going to remove it because it isn't a page. So it's a custom link. See all of these, how these say custom link? You go custom link, and the URL is this URL. And it always adds this extra, so I go back and delete that. But then this is where you do the, so see here, to go to Sunday school, it's hashtag or a # Sunday. So we did Easter was our little sign. So we do this Easter text link Easter Sunday or Easter video. Add to menu. So now it's at the bottom, but we moved it here before Sisters Ministry. Save menu. Now let's go make sure everything works how we need it to work. Ministries, so we're on the Ministries page. Go to Easter video. There. So now it's going to lead us to where we want it to go. So that should be about it. So whenever you're ready to remove this from your ministries page, you need to go back to your pages, back to ministry, scroll all the way to the bottom because that's where it is. And I'm going to do this, but I'm not going to save it, so it'll stay how it is now. These are still on the back side. So whenever you're done with this, you just will go, when you're ready for the Easter video to not be on your ministries page, remove row, remove, but then you need to move Sisters Ministry back to 100% so that it'll take up the full bottom, otherwise it'll look silly just taking up half of the white. Or if you're going to replace Easter video with another page section, that's fine, and then I'll show you this previewed. So now that's back to normal. So that's how you'll remove it. And then on the home page, we didn't add a page section, so you'll just delete that part off of there. And let me just run through just to make sure. So whenever you're ready for this to go off, because you've deleted it from your ministries, remember you just go here, remove. Easy. And that's all there is to that. So if you guys have any more questions about this, let me know. It gets more complicated as you're changing, because you're kind of changing the structure of the site. So you just need to play around with it and make sure it still looks nice aesthetically. But just let me know if you need any help with that.